Hey guys, Mark here. So today we're going to be running through a new workflow that I just built. So basically it's just a LinkedIn post generator. So imagine waking up and your LinkedIn post is already set, written in your style, on your tone, with a matching image, all done while you are sleeping. So I built a smart workflow using n8n that does this automatically. It studies your favorite LinkedIn creator, learns how to write and create a post that sounds like you, not copied, just inspired. Then it makes a custom image to match the post and gets it ready to publish for organic reach. No spam, no templates, just real engaging content made for you every day. If ever you wish LinkedIn posting could run on autopilot, this video will show you how I did it step by step. So just to give you an overview of this workflow, so step one, normally this runs through a form submission, which this workflow would ask the user for a LinkedIn URL and also a topic in mind. So after that, it will be passed through this HTTP request node, which is a scraper using API. And then after that, it will just be aggregated. So this scraper will just scrape the last 10 posts of that specific creator. And then after that, it will be passed through this AI chat model that we have, which is GPT-5. From OpenAI, and then the output will be parsed to be readable. And after this analysis is done, it will be saved to their Google Sheet for storage, and then the next step will be for the image generation. So we do have an AI agent right here to help out generate the prompt, and once the prompt is created, it will be passed through this HTTP request, which is also an API image generation. Then once it's done, the file will be converted from a base64 string to a file, so we can download and view the actual image, which is based on whatever the post that was created. And once it's done, it will be passing through the final output to our email drafts folder. So I just basically choose the email draft, which is a much easier to see, together with the attachments of the file, so that if ever I need to post it on LinkedIn, I know where the post is and also the image. You can also just save the image to the Google Sheet if you prefer that way, but I prefer it with the drafts. All right, so let's go ahead and run through each node, but I'm not going to be going over each part of it or how to create it. So basically, this is just a basic form, which I'm asking for the LinkedIn URL, and also the form will be asking for an actual topic. But after that has been executed, it will go through this API actor, which is going to be a LinkedIn profile post scraper. So it would look out the last 10 posts of that creator. And this node for aggregate, it will just aggregate it. So it'll be a lot cleaner to look at once we pass it through our analysis, which is this OpenAI using GPT-5 mini. So I only have one user prompt and one system prompt right here. So for the user prompt, just listed out 10 posts. If you notice, post 1, post 2, and so forth. Then have a JSON code right there to assign the specific post. And also the user's topic will be pulled out, and also the actual creator link, right? And then for the system message, you're basically asking the AI to be like a content strategist, give it a mission to analyze the creator's style, deconstruct the creator's writing style, and it should create its own style based on whatever the actual LinkedIn creator style. And then after that, it will be analyzing the playbook, how the LinkedIn creator makes their writing and stuff with their tone. And then after that, it will just be ghostwriting a new post for us, right? So I just gave it some few instructions here. It's like step 1, it should analyze the hook technique, the content structure, tone and voice, formatting cues, and call to action if there's any, and then also the hashtag formula. Then step 2 are just basically asking for this AI model to give us the output in a JSON format, so it will be a lot easier for the next AI model to analyze it and for better output. Then final instruction, and also give some example right here. So if you notice, there's like a bunch of HTML code right there with a /n, but that will be cleaned right after the structured output parser. So it will be a lot formatted, a lot cleaner. And then once we have that, once the post has been analyzed from the LinkedIn creator, it would generate its own actual post. All right. and then it will just be saved on our Google Sheet, which I've created like a new sheet right here with the column for ID, creator, playbook, post, and topic. And once that's done, it should go over to this to the other AI agent, which is going to be an agent to help us generate a prompt for our image to be generated. So basically, I'm just referring a user message here based on the actual post that was generated from the other AI agent. And then there's like an overview here for the system message. So I just asked the AI to read and analyze the given LinkedIn created post, the one that was created by the other model, and then identify the main image, insight, or key takeaways from that actual post. And it should create a clear and compelling graphic prompt that can be used to a text to image generator. And it should be visually supports and illustrates the key idea of the post. It should look professional and appropriate as a LinkedIn feed, feels polished, modern, and engaging. So also put some output instructions, also included some instruction to output the image to a 1080 by 1350, and it should use the color hex code to my color banding. For the style guidelines, I've specifically asked the AI to have it design it like a hand-drawn graphic, since we don't need like those hyper realistic photo. And and then just give it some example for the format. All right, so once that's done, it should go to this HTTP request, which is an OpenAI image generation model. Right, so typically you just have to go to the OpenAI API dashboard, and you should, once you've created an account right there, you should be able to get your API key. And then once that's done, you should generate the actual file. Apparently we need to convert it to from base64 string to a file, so we can actually convert it to an actual image. And right after that, it will be passing it through our JAS folder for an easier view for checking. All right, so we're going to be trying to pass through and execute the workflow here. I'm going to be cutting the video if ever it would take longer. But yeah, let's go ahead and try it. All right, so we'll go ahead and execute the workflow now to test out this workflow. So I've already have like the link for our creator will be Tom Pressridge. And I do have like an idea, which I've asked ChatGPT to give me like the recent startup challenges for businesses. All right, so I'm gonna be choosing building an audience without building trust right there. So get that here. Once you get the workflow. So for the LinkedIn URL, we're gonna be placing the link from Tom. And then the topic that I've chosen is build an audience without building trust. Once we hit submit, that will be feed into our next node, which is their scraper. All right, there you go. So if you notice, there's like 10 items right there that pass through. Then after that, it will just be aggregated and it will be analyzed by this AI agent. All right, so we're gonna go back once this done, and I'm gonna be showing you the actual output after it analyzed and created the post and also the image. All right, guys, so the workflow is already done. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Google Sheet. So looking at this playbook that was analyzed by the AI, it would state here the creator's name, the hook technique, let's see, and then there's going to be like a structure, then analyze the tone and voice, formatting cues, hashtag formula, and some usage notes. So looking based on the actual topic that we provided right there, here's what it generated. Okay, let's see. So it says here you can grow followers without earning trust, and that's dangerous. So that's like a hook, right? That's a good hook. Most people celebrate the numbers, the follower spikes, the vanity metrics, the viral post that brings a flood of new faces. But an audience without trust is noise. It doesn't buy, hire, or refer. It scrolls and goes. So that's already good enough, to be honest. We'll be editing this minimally to my preferred tone and writing style. But right off the bat, man, this is already good. So it would just it did give us some instructions, like from step 1 to 6. I like the last part here. It says an audience that trusts you will open your emails, recommend you to others, buy more than once, defend your brand when it matters. And it will be just like an call to action right there, repost to educate your network. And then so you can just actually change this, although I didn't put in a prompt for this earlier, but I can just easily change it to my name, for example. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual image that was generated. Let's see. All right, there we go. So let me just zoom in a bit. All right, so here's the post with the attachment. So this is going to be like the same post that was generated earlier from our Google Sheet. And there's like an attachment here. It says file.png. We'll go ahead and download that, save it, and let's see. So here's the actual file. All right, so if you notice, it wasn't a bit clear, although the aspect ratio was followed, but there's like a line here, which I do not like. But if you notice, the actual content coincides with the actual post that was created, right? It gives out the step 1 to 6 right there, and then there's like some icons that was created: high followers, low comments, lots of views, 0 DMs, viral spikes. So this is already good. So I'll just be recreating this more likely, or just re-edit it using Canva, which is pretty easy to do. So I'll just have to remove this LinkedIn logo right there. I'll just add my face right there or something, or my branding. All right, so yeah, but basically that's it. All right, so yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. Hope you like that workflow. I'll be linking the actual workflow or the JSON file to the description so you guys can, again, download it or play with it. And yeah, so this is actually my first video right here in this space. So hopefully we're gonna be creating more workflow soon. Just let me know what other workflow you guys wanted to see, and we'll try to work on that soon. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.